Hi, I'm Jem and I'm following Jake Steiner's End Myopia method to get back to 20/20 vision and life without glasses. It's all based on science, not magic, and if you want more information, I'll pop some links in the description down below. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and definitely welcome back to me because I have been AWOL for the last 2 days. I am sorry I did not get this video out on Thursday. No excuse. About 2 weeks ago, I told you that I dropped my correction in my glasses down to minus 1.75 in my left eye and minus 1.5 in my right eye. That seems to be going pretty well, even though my centimetre measurements still aren't reflecting any change. But I am certain that my vision is actually getting better. I walk around with those glasses and it does not feel as blurry as it did when I first put them on, which I told you a couple of weeks ago there was quite a lot of blur. Now I feel like there's just, I don't know, not that much blur at all really. Everything at least is clearable. And actually what I think I see more than anything is double vision. And I think that is why my centimetres are not moving yet. Because where before I was measuring to blur, now I'm measuring to the same place, but now instead of blur, it's actually double vision that is messing up my clarity. So I think this is working, but no centimetre measurements to show for it yet. I'll keep you informed. I'm really hoping it does work for my own sake mainly, but also because I'm really looking forward to going back to my optometrist and surprising them with a change. One thing that I've been really enjoying on this vision improvement journey of late is going out for walks. I couldn't do that here in summer because it was too hot, but now in winter, even when it's cold or it's drizzly, I don't care. I'll put on coats, I'm fine. And I've been going out round the town, round the parks, enjoying being outside and looking at many different things and looking into the distance and enjoying doing active focus and clearing up the blur. And to help me stay motivated and engaged on this journey, I'm really enjoying listening to vision improvement podcasts. Now, I binge listened to all of the End Myopia podcasts really quite early on. I've actually listened to the whole lot of them that are available so far twice, but I kind of want to hear some new things, so I started listening to other vision improvement podcasts. And to be honest, some of the things that they were saying in these podcasts, I was thinking, oh, that's actually really interesting. That's really helpful. Oh, I'll try and incorporate that kind of thing. And then they would say things and I'm like, no, I can't follow you there. You've lost me. I'm not convinced in the slightest. One of the things that I am coming across a fair bit is, well, I guess in a way you could say it's power of the mind stuff, which I am no way against. I think putting your mind to things is very helpful. How the mechanics of power of the mind actually works, I am unconvinced about. I guess I'm a bit agnostic about it, but I definitely see how if you put your mind to something, it will influence your choices, your actions, your habits, and that will influence your reality. Whether there's anything more mystical going on than that, I don't know, and I'm not going to try and play judge of that. But I've been coming across this a fair bit, and I see value in your attitude and believing that what you're doing will make a difference, because then you'll be more likely to actually do it. But one thing that I find really just does not resonate with me is when certain eye improvement people talk about short-sightedness or any vision impairment, well, many vision impairments being the result of some kind of emotional trauma. And they start saying things like, think about back when you first started needing to wear glasses. What was going on for you in your life emotionally? Now, okay, maybe for some people, this really hits home for you and you find it really valuable. And if that's you, then excellent, go for it. I totally support you. But when I'm listening to it, I think it kind of sounds a bit like a cheap trick, because we're always going through changes all the time. Life is always happening to us, at us. And no matter which point in your life, if you tell someone, think back to this point in your life and tell me what traumatic things were going on, I think you'll always be able to come up with something. So think if anything traumatic was going on for you at the time when you first started needing to wear glasses. It's like when you're in high school and you're writing essays, and especially in like history or English classes, and you can always start the essay by saying they were going through a time of great flux or something. It's always true. So I find that unconvincing, especially since in my case, I know exactly the physical things that I did which caused me to become myopic. And it wasn't some big emotional trauma. It was legit. I bought a smartphone. Plus, I started an office job working at a computer. But I bought a smartphone and started working at this job, and within 6 months, I needed glasses. I don't think there's any emotional trauma that I need to unpackage or dig deep into there. I think it is just a very mechanical thing. And this is part of why I like the science of end myopia. Maybe for you it's different. I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak from my own experience and my own discernment based on what seems true to me, based on my own value system and who I am. So I'm not trying to say I'm right. If you disagree with me, you're wrong, but this is just where I'm coming from. There are other things that I've heard from some of these podcasts that I don't agree with about the mechanics of myopia or what causes myopia, whether it's near work or not. I definitely think it's near work, but you know what? I will listen, and I'm willing to take on board different approaches. If End Myopia says what you need is to do active focus and try and work on your edge of blur, I will do that. And then if someone else suggests also spend some time looking around, making sure you're not staring, well, sure, why not? What harm will that do? I'll incorporate that. Why not? It doesn't involve me having to decide, though, that their explanation of the mechanics is the correct one. Ultimately, the mechanics are fun to learn about, but I feel like End Myopia does the best job there. The most convincing job for me, anyway. So, yes, I've been listening to many other podcasts, many different approaches. Definitely have been valuable insofar as I've picked up a couple of things here and there that I thought that's worth a thought, maybe worth incorporating, but it's actually more than anything making me super appreciate what End Myopia is saying and how it really is much more science-based than many of the others. It's actually making me really appreciate End Myopia's really down-to-earth approach to vision improvement so much, as if I didn't already. Ultimately, I enjoy the End Myopia podcast more than anything, and I would really love if there were some more. I know you're busy, Jake, but really, the extra motivation from all the input from other people and from you is super valuable. And having it as a podcast is so great because it's really hard to watch YouTube while I go for walks because I'm not in any paid YouTube thing. So I have to keep my screen on the whole time and my pocket turns it off. I need podcasts, Jake. Okay, now that I've submitted that request in the whiniest way ever, I think I'm going to wrap it up for now. This has been a really bits and piecey chatty video. Hopefully I have the energy to pull together a slightly more structured video for you next week. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps me out so much, and I appreciate you all. Hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I post, which is usually on Thursdays. Oh, maybe I can put you on my clock. Should have really worked this out before. Oh, that's a hand. Okay. Cool. I dropped the correction in my glasses down to minus 1.5 in my left eye and minus 1.75 in my right eye. Is that right? Nope. Can't speak for anybody. About 2 weeks ago, I told you that I dropped the correction in my glasses down once again to minus 1.75 in my left eye and minus 1.5 in my right eye. Where's my voice going? How the mechanics of